My name is Savannah, and my partner Drew and I built out this Ford E450 shuttle bus. We are both musicians, and this has been the perfect touring tiny home on wheels. We have 7 solar panels on our roof for a total of 1,400 watts. 1,000 watts is always showing, but we have an additional 2 panels that slide out from underneath the front 2 panels for 400 watts of additional power when we're parked and we just want to take in a little bit more solar. We put our bus doors onto this key fob so that we can open and close them remotely. This really helps when you have things like groceries and you can just click a button to open the doors. This is our main light switch control panel for the whole bus. We have our main lights on a dimmer switch, our bathroom lights, our undermount lights. We also have an outlet and hooks for things like keys and Mateo's leash. The first thing you see when you walk into the bus is our shower. We did teal rectangular tiles and we installed them vertically instead of horizontally. On these 2 walls, we did FRP board, and the floor has our beautiful teak shower mat. Underneath the teak mat is a graded stainless steel shower pan that goes right into a gray water tank mounted underneath the bus. We decided to go with a clear glass shower door so that we could show off all that beautiful tile that we did on the back wall. This is our toilet, and it is a Thedford 565E. This is a cassette toilet. We had this toilet in our last van and it worked really well for us, so we decided to go with it for this build as well. This is the kitchen side of our bus. Underneath here we have our refrigerator. We decided to convert a chest freezer into our refrigerator using an Inkbird temperature control system. We did this because a chest freezer is a little bit better insulated. It's also top opening, so you don't lose all your cold air every time you open your refrigerator. We put this on heavy-duty drawer slides, so it just goes right in and out. We have 1.5 inch thick butcher block countertops. We sealed them with water locks so that they would be waterproof and a little bit more durable. Over here we have under counter storage for things like onions and garlic. We also have an inset knife block. This is our 3-burner stove with an oven, and underneath here is storage for things like our blender and pots and pans. This is some overhead storage for things like cups, bowls, plates, our coffee maker, and teapot. We also have a pull-out cutting board for a little bit more counter space. Under here is our silverware, some kitchen utensils, dry goods storage, and one of my favorite parts of the bus, Mateo's pull-out food and water dish. Our countertop backsplash ends right here. This is because we're a shuttle bus and 3 of our windows are emergency windows, meaning they open outward. We love having the window planter here, but it also allows us to reach down and access the handles to unlock the window so that we can open it. This is our sink where we have our main faucet and a faucet for our 3-stage water filter. Our sink is apron front and we were able to make a cover for it just to maximize our counter space. Underneath here is the gray water tank for our sink water, so we can pull it out and empty it when need be. We also have our garbage and some cleaning supplies. The last part of the kitchen is our pull-out pantry for canned goods and some spices. This is our closet, and we decided to do sliding bypass closet doors instead of ones that opened outward into our space. So we have a light in our closet so that we're able to see everything that we have. This is all my clothes storage, as well as a little slide out vanity with a mirror so I can do my hair and makeup. We also have additional storage underneath here. This is more long-term storage for things like coats and sweaters, more long-term items. This is our projector screen. It mounts into 3 different places in the bus, and one of them is right at the end of our bed above our closet. Right next to our bed, we have another little control panel. We have heated floors in this bus. We went with Quiet Warmth Radiant Heat Film. So this is the thermostat that turns those on and off. We also have an outlet and a light switch that controls just the lights in the bed area, as well as another little storage cubby. Here we have an accent wall that's sort of like our headboard. Above that is more overhead storage for things like clothes and books. Underneath this cupboard is a magnetic mount for our projector, so it just holds itself up just like that. Like the screen, the projector mounts in 3 different places all throughout the bus. This mount is for the front screen and movie mode. The largest storage area we have in this bus is underneath our bed. We put our bed frame on hinges and struts so that we could access it a little bit easier. Underneath here is our 75 gallons of fresh water, as well as our hot water heater and more long-term storage. In such a small space, everything has to have multiple uses, and this area has several. It can be a couch, a 2-person booth, a 4-person booth, an L-shaped couch, or a guest bed. The middle is the table that comes up and down, and the 2 booth ends extend through slats that go in and out of each other to make the extension. Underneath our couch is where our power system is. On this end, we have our 3000 watt pure sine inverter. Underneath here is where our batteries are. We have 600 amp hours of lithium run by an Electrodacus BMS system. We hope to go into a little bit more depth in a separate video about our power system soon. Over the couch, we have more dry goods storage. This is our Dickinson P9000 propane heater. It vents out the top of the bus, and we have an undermounted propane tank. This is our freezer. It's a 12-volt freezer that's on drawer slides and just pulls out from under the counter. Underneath that is Mateo's drawer for his food and treats. Underneath that is more dry goods storage. The last part of our bus is the overcab compartment. This is a huge space in shuttle buses, and we pulled a massive heating and cooling unit out of here. We decided to replace it with a small window AC unit. This ventilates out the side, exhausts out the back, and we'll talk a little bit more in depth about this in another video. Over here we have more storage. This is a cab curtain as well as a curtain for the bus doors. And that brings us right back where we started. Thanks for taking a tour of our little bus.